Well, good afternoon, people. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's Taco Tuesday, and I hope all your taco dreams come true. So we have a deafening sound coming from Dallas, which is silence, which speaks a lot of words right now. So yesterday, the Chicago Bears asked for permission to talk to one Mike McCarthy.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Now, to be fair, the Bears, like the Jacksonville Jaguars and everybody else, are going down through a long list. See, they're looking at this and they're trying to find the best candidate that will fill the bill. And we've got all the usual suspects and things out there. Of course, Mike Vrabel, Kellen Moore's in the mix now. Of course, Mike McCarthy's up in there, and so on. We've got Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. And to me, I equate it to being like musical chairs. Okay, the music's playing, they're all going around, and at some point, you end up losing out because there's no more chairs to go around. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, who are trying to decide on one coach right now, if he's the guy to be here. More than likely, the most qualified candidates, much like what happened when we hired Mike McCarthy, will be gone. And most of the higher profile candidates don't really want anything to do with Dallas because Jerry Jones is running his family business. Now, my wife pointed out to me that the Seeing Landman, we actually just saw the whole clip. We've only seen a couple minutes of it. But Jerry Jones acted. She said he did a hell of a job, And he said, you felt like that was from the heart. And I think it actually was, that he feels that way. And knowing that building this house or rebuilding this house with my wife, my brother, and my son, it will always mean so much because of what we accomplished together. So I can't be bad at Jerry Jones and Asia. I can't be mad at Jerry Jones for, wanting to do the same thing or having done that before me. He's been doing it for a lot longer than before I was doing it. Heck, a lot longer. So if the Cowboys don't come to a resolution with Mike McCarthy and bring him back, the coaches that are probably going to be left in the coaching pool are not going to be very experienced or have some baggage with them. So one of those people that we, of course, have heard about is Jon Gruden. A lot of people get excited about Jon Gruden. Oh, yeah, Chucky back in Dallas. Man, we're going to the Super Bowl, we get Chucky. But I'm going to say pump the brakes a little bit. Now, see, Jon Gruden did pretty good with his first stint with the Raiders, and then he was, of course, bought out and traded to Tampa Bay. He took a team that was built basically by Tony Dungy, and he was able to get them over the hump to win the Super Bowl. Incredible job. Not going to dispute that. But the problem with Jon Gruden was when it came to those players getting old is rebuilding it. And you saw Tampa Bay just kind of go down off a cliff, okay? So then he was out of football for a while, and in the booth where people loved, seeing him and everything else. He's known as the quarterback whisperer, so to speak. And then the Raiders decided that's our guy. And they started him with a 10-year, $100 million contract, which right now is chump change. I mean, the highest paid coach now is Andy Reid at $20 million. The second lowest is, of course, Mike McCarthy at $4 million, who I'm betting wants more money to come back to this shit show. That's it. Thank you very much, honey. Shit show. Probably this whole thing is more negotiation between Jerry and Mike McCarthy, that he's not going anywhere. But if he does decide, you know what, I'm out. Let's look at the body of work of what Jon Gruden has had in his second go-round with the Raiders. So I'm going to read you. This is the whole timeline of everything that transpired. In 2018, hired for a 10-year, $100 million deal, giving Gruden full personnel control, leading GM Reggie McKenzie's ouster. His traditional methods didn't mesh with an evolving NFL. Traded star Khalil Mack, which was crazy, to Chicago. Okay, that was one of those ones. You're trading Khalil Mack, and I'm assuming that he thought that maybe this is going to be Herschel Walker Part 2. The picks were squandered. This move signaled a rebuilding but left the defense weak. Traded Amari Cooper to the Cowboys for a first-round pick. Now, you can say, hey, that was pretty good, especially since we only traded him for a fifth. Severely impacting the offense, leaving Derek Carr with minimal weapons. Boy, haven't we seen that here? Oh, okay. Signed wide receiver Jordy Nelson for $14 million for 2 years, who underperformed and had just, wait for it, 3 TDs before being cut. Okay. That was just 1 year, 2018. 2019, drafted Ceylon Farrell over better prospects like John Allen. A clear reach, Josh Jacobs, while good, was a controversial first-round pick at running back due to injuries. Jonathan Abram, known for his hard hits, became injury-prone and a coverage liability. Signed free agent Terrell Williams, $44 million, and Trent Brown at $66 million. Backfired due to injuries and performance issues, with Brown later traded back to the Patriots. Antonio Brown, y'all remember that, was acquired in a trade but never played due to off-field controversies. Frostbitten, helmet disputes, leading to his release before the season. Bro, that's just 2 years of it. And that's $20 million that he got paid. Okay. 2020, drafted Henry Ruggs III, the first wide receiver off the board. Okay, that sounded pretty good. CeeDee Lamb went much later. But his career ended tragically after a DUI incident. That's where he was literally driving like 130 miles an hour drunk and killed a person. Damian Arnett was another draft reach with issues leading to his release after a gun and threats on video. It wasn't just a regular gun. It was like a AK-47. Signed linebacker Corey Littleton for $35 million to bluster the defense, but he struggled in coverage, released in 22. He kept him for 2 years. Marcus Mariota, signed him for $17 million, was overpaid for his limited backup role. $17 million for Marcus Mariota, and we're complaining about $5.3 for Trey Lance. Traded for Zay Jones, a move desperate for wide receiver depth, showing the impact of the previous trade debacle. Here, number 4. Overhauled the offensive line by trading away Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Trent Brown, significantly weakening the line with cheaper replacements. Oh man, cheaper? That's hey. Did I hear somebody say cheaper? You know I like those cost-effective guys because we believe in our guys. Our guys, of course, when they don't want any money, we love those kind of guys. Yeah, that's up Cowboys alley. Drafted Alex Leatherwood, another reach who struggled and was cut 1 year after being moved from tackle to guard. Signed Yannick Ngakwe for $26 million, then traded him after 1 season for cornerback Roxon, not maximizing his trade value. That's right up the Cowboys' alley. Gruden's decisions created a cycle of bad drafts, ineffective free agency, and trades that left the team lacking direction and talent. His tenure ended in a scandal with offensive emails, leaving the Raiders needing another rebuild. Claims of building something special ignored the consistent downward trajectory of the team under his leadership. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Unfortunately, because the Cowboys are doing their due diligence with Mike McCarthy and taking their time, by the time they decide that they may move on from Mike McCarthy, that's the kind of candidates that'll probably be left. People who are not hired. Oh, did I mention that he's actually suing the NFL about the whole offensive emails and stuff? So in a way, he's kind of blackballed. Yeah, I forgot to mention that too, didn't I? So yeah. But other than that, he's great. So there's a look at another possible prospect because Ben Johnson, Aaron Jones, and Mike Vrabel, those guys will probably have jobs by next Wednesday. They'll probably be hired by next Wednesday. So if the Cowboys wait till then and decide, hey, we need a coach, the Cowboys will have to be making another, hurried response and getting a name that you've heard of before. Not the best way to do business. Alrighty, good people. I got, I can smell the chickens. Oh, my goodness. I mentioned yesterday I'm making some changes because of health and everything else, trying to do better. And on my other channel, Cooking and Tailgating with Joe Boo, I'll be uploading later today how I'm doing these Peruvian chickens. Oh my God. Peruvian chickens for dinner with green sauce. And we got some turnip greens and some sweet potatoes for dinner. It's going to be good. And hopefully you guys will check that out. And I'll see you all soon. As always, I appreciate you. Peace out.